Hey folks, welcome back to More to Marketing on Daily Upbrief. I'm your host, Joe Catania, and on More to Marketing, we meet with industry experts to discuss trends in the marketing world. Today I have with us Nick Prajka. He is the Associate Director of rEvolution Marketing. Welcome, Nick. Glad to have you.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for having me today. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, sir, you are our resident expert when it comes to sports marketing, and right up my alley because I'm a sports fanatic. So, what I'd like to do is start off by asking you what exactly does your company do, and what might be a typical day on the job? You can tell us just very briefly.
Awesome. Yeah. So rEvolution is an integrated sports marketing agency, and we just celebrated actually 20 plus years a little bit ago. As an integrated sports marketing agency, though, we handle just about any area of marketing you can really think of. Just to name a few, we can look at sponsorships, research, in person activation, all the way down to the media side of things, which is where I actually come in. So when I introduced rEvolution, I usually say it's a sports marketing agency, but I don't do any of the cool sports marketing stuff per se. I'm more on the back end digital media kind of person here. So on a day-to-day basis, anything that really has the word digital tied to it finds its way to my desk in most cases. But most of the time, my digital operations include paid search, paid social, anything under the programmatic umbrella, generally speaking. Um, but then again, anything along the lines of data, campaign planning, and then sometimes on the reporting side as well. Wherever we need some of those services, again,
Right,
if it's got the word digital tied to it, it probably finds its way to my desk.
right. Yeah. So let me ask you, Nick. I looked at your website, and I noticed that you mentioned three service pillars. It was like in bold letters, so it must mean something to you guys and what you believe in. And it was strategy, activation, and measurement. What does that mean to you?
As it relates to my job, when we look at those three pillars, we're looking at the three different ways, or the three different points at any point of a campaign, right? And this is actually how our media team is laid out: is the strategy, activation, and then the reporting side of stuff here. We know that there's those three different points, and that each one of them is equally as important when you look at the holistic view of a campaign here. When we look at the beginning side of it, or the strategy side of a campaign here, understanding our audience, understanding how we're going to reach our audience, when we're going to reach our audience, is crucial for setting up to the next phase of the execution side of things, which is really where my team falls in. Keeping our hands on the keyboard or reaching out to vendors that we know align well with our objectives or the strategies that we want to use throughout a campaign is crucial for that success. And then, equally as important, or in my opinion, maybe most important, is on the reporting side of stuff. Really bringing in all of this data, all of this performance, these metrics, and then consolidating it in a way that we can speak on a one-to-one basis with a client, so that everybody is operating on the same page when we're looking at these metrics, and making sure that the client understands what's going on and understands how what we did helped them achieve what they wanted to from an objective standpoint.
Right. Let me ask you. I mean, competition out there is fierce in the digital world, as you know. Everybody and your brother is jumping in on the game. How do you guys differentiate yourself from the competition? What would you say is your major differentiator?
I think there's a lot of ways that people differentiate themselves within the digital space here. And one of the ways that we really do it is through service in and of itself. I think that when we are the relationships that we've developed with our clients are absolutely fantastic, and that it really helps to drive that performance. I'm a big believer of buying in to the client here, and whether that's buying into an actual product that I know I'm selling, so I know that I'm aligning with whatever the product is and trying to think from a consumer standpoint. I'm also just a believer of buying in mentally into everything. So whether it's wearing client logos, whether it's wearing client hats, anything along those lines, it always helps to keep you in that mindset. I think it always helps before it hurts here. But from a tactical standpoint, keeping our fingers on the keyboard more often than not, and remembering that we are the industry experts when we go out to market and put our ads out there, is always crucial here because we know that it's such a competitive space. So we have to always remember that we are the experts in this space and that we can do this better than anybody else out there.
Well, makes sense. I know one of the questions you answered online with us was asking you about what might be one of the biggest changes you'll see in the marketing space over the next several years. And I think you
Yeah.
mentioned Apple's DSP, which is demand side platform. For those of our folks that are watching this and really don't understand that type of technology, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot of things, and I know we only have a couple minutes left, so please tell me to stop if I go off rail here a little bit.
Right.
But it was announced a little bit ago that Apple DSP was being released here. And I think this was something that anybody following industry updates over the past year could have seen this one coming. But Apple is really trying to build their own network out, similar to how Google has it right now. Google admittedly shot themselves in the foot a little bit with how they went about this whole cookie piece with the whole cookie apocalypse here, and they've really opened the door for Apple to jump in to start to aggregate their own network together on both the search front, on the programmatic open web front, and they're basically creating a one-stop shop for buyers like myself to come in to access different sources of inventory under one roof. Similar to how Google has it now, but adding this second major competitor is absolutely going to shake up the space over the next couple of
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, very interesting, Nick. But unfortunately, we have run out of time. And we thank you for coming on More to Marketing. And you're welcome back to come back anytime in the future. Thanks again.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe. I'll take you up on that. Thanks again.
Well, if you want to know more about Nick and his company, visit dailyadbrief.com. Well, that's it, folks, today for More to Marketing. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.